what's going on? We are here live at New World Comic Con. It's my swag, it's my Nerd Swag TV. No. How is that even possible?
I think they literally waited for us.
We are at a comic book convention, and the guy who has the microphone making an announcement loves his job. So what you're hearing is the interruption of our sidebar. All right. Okay, we're trying to get. Okay, so hey, we're live here at the New World Comic Con. I'm here with the creators and founders, CEOs, CSOs, CBD,
presidents, co-presidents,
whatever you want to call it,
co-captain.
How does co-president work out? Do you only have half veto rights then?
We get it out.
Hug it out. Yeah. You got the get along shirt.
We just never disagree.
I love it. They're one unity. But these are the guys from Shjape Comics. Shjape Comics.
Superman.
Oh yeah, show off that. So
There you go.
And you guys have, honestly, I was walking up and down the aisles and I saw their books and I was instantly drawn to it. They've got kind of an old school style, like the Silver Age style book that's going on. So great artwork. And just tell everyone who you are. Introduce yourselves. Sorry.
Yeah. So my name is Breyden Boyd. I'm from here in Norman, and this Comic-Con is the first time that our Shjape Comics art studio is meeting in person for the first time. So Anthony flew in from California.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them about yourself?
Yeah. So I'm Anthony Carranza. I'm the main illustrator, I guess we could say, at Shjape Comics.
They're co-presidents, but he's the main illustrator. They're not co-illustrators.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I'm super excited to be here. This has been awesome, amazing experience, really just meeting people in person, selling the books, all that. So, yeah.
Dude, I don't know if y'all know this or not. I've gone and seen all the independent comic book booths. You guys are the most packed I've seen out of everything.
Oh, really?
I've had a line every time I go by, and people come by and check it out. So
We had a surge of it was only like 2 customers, but they both ordered. You were one of them, I think.
Well, yeah, I support local artists.
So we were like,
This display was him cleaning us out.
that's true. That's true.
I'm giving them free airtime. I'm showing their stuff off. I still had to buy the book. So this is not a paid. We did not get paid in any way to say anything about these books, okay?
But we got paid.
But they got paid. I'm paying them to say nice things about their books. That's how this works out. So that's how you know you're at the top tier of podcasting, is when you have to pay people to be on your podcast. That's when you know you've made it in the world. Okay, so tell us about. So you got 3 different titles on your books, right?
Yes.
And the first title was Shjape Man.
Yes. So Shjape Man got started. Kind of how you were saying you started this podcast back in 2020. I got started with the first Shjape Man in 2020. Sitting inside with COVID, totally bored, didn't know what to do. I was looking for creative outlets and stuff. So I decided to try the first Shjape Man here. Was my first comic book endeavor.
Okay.
So I wrote, illustrated, did everything for this, promoted it on TikTok, and that was how we got started.
You know what I love about this too is, I remember that it's like Charleston comic books.
Yeah.
It's got that independent Silver Age look to it. I was trying to think the other day, earlier when I was talking about.
Yeah.
It's like those old school. It's very cool, man. It's very cool. Keep going.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you started creating in 2020.
Yes. We had the first book was a hit. I think at its peak, it was number 3 in new superhero comics on Amazon. The digital copy was. So that was awesome to see.
That's dope.
And then I just decided I wanted to keep moving things forward. And then Anthony and I had been friends on Instagram for a while. He was another retro illustrator. We had very similar styles, and he was working on a book called Calico Kid.
Yeah. Which is this one.
Yes. And so if you'll notice in the top left corner there, it says Boyd Comics instead of Shjape Comics. We started as Boyd with the Shjape Man, and then once we joined forces, we changed it to Shjape to kind of not just be my last name.
But it all started really after the Shjape Man 1 happened. The demand for number 2 was clear, and then you were suffering from Sharp syndrome.
Yes, I have a condition called Sharp syndrome, which affects the joints in my hands and wrists.
Okay.
So it's kind of like an acute arthritis, I'm on like medicine for it now, so I'm doing much better. But at the time, I was in a lot of pain trying to illustrate whole comic books. So that's when Anthony stepped in and was like, "Hey, you need someone to draw this for you?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yes."
Because I was trying to jump into the comics, and it just made more sense. And we had joked about it a lot early on when we met. Like, eventually we'll probably work together, and that happened a lot sooner than later.
That's dope. Yeah.
So then around that time of Shjape Comics coming out, the Calico Kid was pretty much ready to go.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like an homage to like just cowboy comics in general.
Oh yeah, man! It's got the Ghost Rider behind it.
Yes.
It was based directly off the Ghost Rider.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, this looks like, is this an homage then?
Yeah,
It is.
It's an homage.
Yeah, I actually have this cover.
Oh,
That's awesome, dude.
I love that book.
Yeah.
That was always the vibe I wanted to go for.
I love that. Yeah.
Take my main inspiration from Frank Frazetta, Steve Ditko.
Yeah.
So just like Charleston Comics, Magazine Enterprises has just always been my bread and
That's
butter.
so cool, guys. Yeah. No, it's gorgeous art. Y'all done it so cool, and it's like you've modernized a retro vibe. It really does have a very cool modern feel to it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I totally dig it. So how did y'all kickstart fund all this, or how did you get this all going, man?
The first one,
What path do you have to take?
we just did online orders, and we like only promoted it through TikTok. Like I just did pre-orders on. We started a website, but starting at I think Sonic Saturn, and then Shade Man 3 after that.
Yeah.
We started doing Kickstarters, and we've seen a lot of success with that. So
Yeah.
we've been doing them for every single book.
That's amazing.
It's been great.
Yeah.
Because a lot of our following is online, so Kickstarters works great for us because we can kind of be like, hey, this is our new book. We've got like 100 followers who will like instantly buy it as soon as we drop the Kickstarter, which is awesome.
Bro.
So
That's great,
We've
man.
been very fortunate to be able to generate like a cult following.
Yeah.
Just like these hardcore kids who just love our product, and it really means a lot. Like that, there's that much support for us.
Yeah.
I think that the story behind Shade Man in particular kind of speaks to people sometimes because he was a superhero that I originally created in middle school. So I took like the old doodles of it and like revamped them in 2020 when I was like learning how to do art.
That's actually, I guess, how you could say this all started was the redrawing superheroes I made as a kid.
It's true.
Series.
I had a series.
Yeah.
I had a series on TikTok where I would redraw superheroes I made as a kid, and Shade Man was Shade Man had like 2 million views or something.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's epic that you guys are pulling that kind of pull with TikTok too. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, it's a great platform, So
Yeah, and it's short form content. So I love the whole thing behind it. That's amazing, man. So you got a great following going along behind you. People are picking up. So, maybe give a quick storyline.
Sure.
I mean, tell us real quick. Maybe give us a synopsis. Don't give us the whole story.
Sure.
I'll take it away. But
So Shade Man is the story of a shape-shifting superhero. It opens with him crash landing on Earth, and he's just like a little red blob guy, and he's not really sure like who he even is or how he got there. And because he's like also a shapeshifter, he's not even sure like what he is because he could be like any form, he could take any shape. So the opening scene is him like going through the woods. He meets like a bear and a bird, and he like turns into the different animals and stuff, and they all like run away. So he's like struggling to figure out like what the heck's going on, who am I, what am I doing here? And that's when he meets Mark and Hazel Henderson, and they're a father and daughter duo who live in a cabin in the woods, like in a small town, and they kind of adopt him, and they teach him sort of what it means to be not only human but also eventually a superhero once they realize he's got these
are
shape-shifting
they the ones
abilities.
talking into the cave?
Yes, actually, she does because she like she has her own comic books. So she like plays dress up with him almost, and like this little symbol on the chest, that's actually just construction paper and glue that she made for him.
Nice.
Yeah. So and then the villains in the book are just like some Western cowboy thugs.
What era does this take place in?
Early 2000s, I think. So about the time when I would have been first coming up with Shade Man.
Yeah.
As a kid.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, I love it, man. So tell people how they can follow you guys.
So our collective Instagram and obviously all social medias, we're on TikTok and I think Threads now too. Is shapecomics.co.
Yes.
At Shjape Comics. You can follow me at Breyden Boyd on all my stuff. Breyden Boyd. I'm on Instagram and TikTok too.
And then I'm at Pulp Americana _Americana.
Nice.
So PULP_Americana.
Nice.
Fitting name.
And if you are an independent comic book creator and you're interested in, I say if you're interested in doing variant art, would y'all be open to?
We actually have done. We just did our first variant for the most recent Sonic Saturn Kickstarter.
Okay.
We had Michael Loya, the director of American Dad, do a very amazing, awesome variant cover.
That's
for it.
sick.
But if you're looking for a variant cover, Anthony takes
That's what I'm
commissions.
saying. Yeah.
So
Because if you're looking for this style, I think this is a very cool style. I can see a lot of guys. I know a lot of the guys that we hang out with. They do some variant art as part of their Kickstarter story. I think this would be a dope. It's really a cool style, you guys. Well, talk to people who would maybe be interested in. I don't think people understand the kind of work it's going to take to start a comic book.
Yeah.
Like, there's two things that happen at the same time. First, you have to write the story.
Yes.
It's got to be a good story. Like, it's got to be a story. You can't just keep revamping old ideas. It's got to have some originality to it. So there's a writing style that goes behind it, and then you either need to find someone to do art, which that could get expensive unless you make good friends with people, or you're gonna have to do the art yourself. So talk to someone about that. What does the process look like that for people?
Obviously, I think the biggest part in terms of selling comic books is the character design in itself.
Yeah.
You need a character that's easily recognizable, feels original but also familiar at the same time.
Okay.
I think that's what one thing that favors us is people feel like they've seen these characters before, but it still feels like at the same time.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, it does have that sense. Yeah, you did a good job on that. Yeah.
And
because even his body style in that first one, it kind of even has a Blue Beetle vibe to it almost. You know. So it's got a bunch of different vibes to it because it could be the Red Tornado. I mean, it's really it's good, man. Yeah,
we get Spider-Man a lot too.
Spider-Man has the eyes.
One of the funniest things that'll happen to us is that like an old man will walk up and like pick it up and be like, I remember this from back in my day, and it's like, oh, do you?
Yeah.
Because I made this 2 years ago. So
that's great.
Actually, that was one of the most fun part
That is a compliment.
of us working together was when we first started working together. You draw Shape Man differently than me, so we had to kind of figure out a happy medium of like the basics of how Shape Man has to look.
Yeah.
You know, we both redraw our characters often, so we have kind of established a sort of consistency that also finds a happy medium within our skill sets. So
So you launched number 3. Do you have another one coming out soon, or?
So we're putting a pause on Shape Man for now. We may return to it, but we have a lot of other series ideas we want to pursue.
Okay, cool.
Our newest book that's coming to the website soon is a big Sonic Saturn book.
graphic novel.
Normal size.
Yes.
That will fit in your comic box.
Yes, it is. I don't know why that one printed small.
It still looks
It's
great.
cool, but
Just
like,
call it the ash can.
Well, it really is a one-shot, so a new one
Yeah.
kind of just launches the whole title into the oblivion. It's just,
that one was Anthony breaking the ice on Sonic Saturn, I think. And then this new one is like the style is like upgraded. We've got a new colorist on board named Violet. Shout out Violet. So it's a big fun book.
Cool, man.
What's really pleasant here is if you kind of just flip this, like, so in this order right here, as an illustrator, you know, and just starting out, we progressively have excelled at stylization, learning our process and what colors work, and the way to lay out a good color. And there's the announcement guy again.
Announcement bomb.
We'll just wait. We'll watch it live. We'll listen to the announcement together. And then after this. Jeff, you got any questions? Do you think I have some questions? We're going to finish this conversation, but thanks so much. This is the one part, sorry, about podcasting at these cons, because it's always like this.
I know.
All right, starting it. So,
What's great about this, what's crazy is Boyd and I, for these two, had never made a comic before, and we both basically learned crash course from how to draw comics the Marvel way.
You guys are doing the lettering then?
Yeah.
You didn't get anyone to help you with lettering?
Nope.
We use fonts.
Yeah.
There's a font foundry we love called Blambot. We used like Comica or something, which is like a free one for these first few. But we're starting to use like Blambot fonts, and I think you're a big fan of like.
I'm Retro Supply.
Retro Supplies.
Toon fonts.
Toon fonts
from Pinko Joe on Instagram. Great fonts. They just look, the handwritten feel.
Nice.
But
Makes
in
our
the
job
age of
easier.
digital, if you can expedite the process. Yeah.
This lettering is expensive. That's
Yeah.
okay, cool.
But
Just gave away a trade secret. So if you're paying attention right now, you're learning. You're learning how to cut some time. I mean, this is going to help you a lot.
The old saying is efficiency is just clever laziness.
Yeah, hey, I'm down with it. Listen, just with AI now, I'm even working on editing with AI. I'm like, let's go. I'm done. All right.
Anything to expedite the process.
Yeah, but you can't tell that, y'all's art progression is getting better and better. It started out great though, guys.
Yeah.
So, if I'm getting better, it means you're just improving on our already great style, guys.
We definitely have to
strong
think
start.
how to draw comics the Marvel way.
True.
It's probably we can cite that as our main source.
Yeah.
It's kind of the Bible of Shjape Comics. A little bit.
Yeah. I don't think you can go wrong with that, especially when you're following, Jack Kirby and, Kirby in general. So, and Dicko. I like them all, man.
Absolutely.
Anyways, okay. I'm not going to just start naming. I almost went down a rant of naming illustrators.
But we're gonna put a Mount Rushmore behind us.
Yeah.
So awesome, guys. Well, this stuff looks amazing. And, we'll put all your stuff down. Jeff, you got any questions? You got any thoughts, any processes?
I don't actually. I'm pretty stoked and thrilled to have the guys on set today. You guys are amazing. And to be so young and doing the thing. I'm blown away.
They have that Benjamin Button business, so they're...
Yeah, we're actually 70
There you
years
go.
old.
I'm actually 90.
Yeah, they've seen,
He's 90.
they've seen things you can only imagine. So, yeah, they've got the Benjamin Button of these. That's awesome. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with us today. And I would tell y'all right now, shapecomics.co is the easiest way to follow.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
all their socials will be there. When we rebroadcast this, we'll put all the socials inside underneath the bar too. So
Right on.
give them a follow. If you're here today, if you're watching live right now, come get these things autographed. This is one of those things this might be one of those things where you pick up a book and you put it away, and 10, 15 years from now, or even 5, 6 years, this art is so good. It wouldn't shock me if I hear you guys re-releasing these comics. I really could imagine you guys re-release these comics soon with a major publisher. And if I give you any advice on that, be very careful. Don't lose the rights as you do this. But I could see it, man. This is some really great stuff, and I wouldn't be shocked if in the future I hear that you're with Scout or Caliber, or even Marvel or DC if you have to. So.
Well, I think I have my eyes set on like Image or Dark Horse or Boom Studios even. Those are some of my top spots I'd love to work with.
I'll tell you though, you gotta look at Scout. Scout Comics has some of the best comics guys out there right now. Their books are amazing. And I'll talk to you after the stream.
Okay.
But they look out for their artists. So you can save your IP as well.
Right on.
What you don't want to do is you don't want to lose your IP.
Yeah.
So whatever you do, don't give up your IP on this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my only advice to you. I don't know nothing about anything. I'm just a bald man. You're talking to people on the interweb. So, but anyways, cool guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, and we look forward to seeing more from y'all. I'm gonna get your contact information. We'll do a couple more lives in the future. So any announcements or any project you got coming up, if you want to jump on live with us, just let us know.
Yeah, okay, absolutely.
Cool. Well, thanks guys.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
y'all. Very nice to meet y'all.
Nice to meet you.
Y'all have a fun con.
Thank you everybody for watching.
Woo-hoo.
We
Thank
love
you,
you.
Mike Myers, for watching us the whole time. You've been our guardian angel.
Thank you, Mike.
All right, guys.